Hi, Mary G here again from New York. It's May 15th, 2013. I took a break today and came down to that same little Terrell Avenue Park that I talked about yesterday, and actually didn't know what I was going to blog today about or even mention today, but remembered that the other day I was here, we were talking about, or I was sharing how education sometimes can be overload and we get education paralysis and more and more training and all this stuff that we never get going on anything, taking action because of our overload, because of fear. So I was thinking about that when I came across this stream again and saw a little pathway across the other side by these rocks and stones. Now it looks like they were put here, but it reminded me of two times when I was younger and in the country, how fear literally paralyzed me. When I went back to school at Unity College to be an environmental planner, I had a lot of outdoor adventures. What glorious and amazing adventures will I have today? Well, I had them all the time. And weekends we went hiking, mountain climbing, and stream jumping, because on our way we'd always come across these beautiful racing streams that literally would have the most amazing natural rocks set into the stream so we can cross them. If you chose to. Some of them weren't planned out that great, so it was kind of interesting. But one of our fun things that we did was rock jumping across the stream to get to the other side, and then we'd walk down the stream on the other side, and then we'd see a bunch of rocks that were laid naturally. We'd come across and go on the other side, and this was like a fun thing to do as we went down. So that was the one time, and I was with my friend and doing fine, but came across a stream that was very steeply rushing down, and I mean it was really, the water was actually going over some of the rocks, but the rocks were there and I had sneakers on, whatever, and never had really a problem before, but decided to panic and stop. And in the stopping, my mind said, oh my gosh, fast running stream, water over the rock, slippery when wet, all these things came into my head and prevented me from moving. I couldn't move. I was paralyzed, and my friend, who had already crossed, turned around, realized I wasn't behind him, and he said, Mary, what are you doing? And I said, I can't do this. And he said, what do you mean you can't do this? You've been doing this. It's just a matter of stop thinking about it, just move your foot, just jump. And I'm going, oh my gosh, and I finally did. But I guess I was staying there for 5 minutes deliberating if I really could do it, and in that process I felt intense fear, and it was ridiculous because I had created it in my mind because I stopped that action that I had done so beautifully. I had a rhythm. I was like jumping and running and stepping on the stones and just enjoying it, and just that thought of, oh my gosh, this is looking scary now, made me stop. So I learned something from that. It was safe, and the worst case scenario, was I would fall in the stream. I might actually have been taken downstream a little bit, and it might have been very cold, but it was either fall or autumn, spring, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I'd get a little wet. So what, I would have survived it. We survive everything. So the interesting thing is the second time this happened to me was actually the first, or this was the second. The first time was when I was a tree climber. I used to climb a lot of the trees around here in Terrell Avenue, as a matter of fact. Climb up to the top, engrave my name on the top. I was a little tomboy back then. Loved adventure. And the funny thing about this was, I never feared heights. I never feared going up and down. One day I decided to look down before I came down, and I panicked, and I just couldn't move again. Or let's say this is the first time I ever experienced it. And just getting that sense of, oh my God, I'm in this tree. How did I get here, and how will I get down? And my friends screamed to me, Mary, what are you doing? Just come down. You always do this. This is not a problem. So, because I said, I can't. I'm afraid. And they go, you're never afraid. So they reminded me, the support of people is wonderful. They reminded me that I've been doing this. This is natural to me. My mind stopped me, so get over it and get down. So that's what I did. So those two experiences came to mind when I came to the stream today for my little walk. I actually walked, I didn't even take the car. And just thought I'd share that with you, how fear could paralyze you and prevent you from doing the very things you absolutely love to do. So what's that about? So if we know this and we're aware, we could stop and sit back and go, it's really nothing. It's just our mind. We will get over it. And Don't let your mind stop you from something you really truly wish to do, because it's a mental thing. Mental, then it becomes a physical, and then it's an emotional thing, and you can get yourself really wrapped up in the fear, which is, fear is, um, false evidence appearing real. Like there really wasn't a problem. It's just a matter of action. I had stopped. So I just want to share that with you. I think that's kind of fun today. And I'm just getting tired here holding this thing up. And just say to you again, go for it, risk it. Anything you really want in your heart's desire to do, do it, because fear is stopping you, nothing else is stopping you. And you can only get in the way of you from having your dream come true, doing what you truly love to do. So I'm going to sign off, Mary G from New York, on I think it's video day 6 of my video blog. Have an awesome day. Awesome is a choice. You could choose it or not. Doesn't matter to me. However, if you choose awesome, you will feel the joy every day. So enjoy your day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.